Ba 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 ba. He's back! Oh my god! What's going on, everybody? Mobius Y here. Time of recording this is actually Saturday, April 16th. I had to miss out on streaming last night, and I said, you know what? I gotta do makeup. I gotta do a replacement stream, I guess. A makeup stream. Makeup stream. Sounds like I'm gonna show you how to do eyeliner and lipstick for goth dudes today. No, that's not what I mean by makeup. In lieu of, I guess I should word it. All right, let's get back to our current Birds of Prey Tree of Life stream game where not a hell of a lot is happening. We're just sitting back, growing our empire, building habitats, building megastructures, increasing our economy, blah, 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 blah. Those of you watching this in the future on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below how you think this playthrough is going and what you're looking forward to in the next Console Edition update. It is coming up. We have no official release date yet, but I've got a good feeling that we're going to see it in like early mid-May. Because something tells me we're not going to see everything covered in the coming update in two more weeks of Dev Diaries, so probably going to see it in early or mid-May. And I do suspect that we will also see the Nemesis DLC at the same time, which is going to be awesome. So yeah, let me know down below what you think of that. And also, if you want to stay up to date on my Stellaris Console Edition content or just my live streams in general, click that red subscribe button and also the bell icon so you're notified whenever a new video goes public. There's also links provided down in the description below that I really want you to check out. You'll find one for the official Stellaris Discord where you can become part of the greater Stellaris community. And there's also my own personal links, such as one for my Twitch channel, which I streamed this off of, one for my Twitter feed, where you can give me a follow and stay up to date on important announcements, and last but not least, a link to my own personal Discord for fans of my content to freely join. Alright, going for a, should go for a full 2-hour stream, might just be an hour and a half tonight. But yeah, what are we doing here? We got Research Station, where we have a bunch of brain drones, a slight amount of unemployment. I might have to do... You don't get hunter-seeker drones on a habitat. That's good to know. Okay, so 2 more pops will make those 28 brain drones 28, 29, and 30. And then I will do... I'll not replace one of these, but we should have another building slot available. And then I'll create a sentinel post, which will give us a couple hunter-seeker drones to reduce deviancy on this habitat. We are saving up alloys right now. What for again? Let's check out our megastructures. We've got a fully realized matter decompressor already, which is beautiful. We have one fully realized science nexus and a second science nexus that we're actually constructing right now. Dope. Oh, we already have the first stage done, so we're building the second stage. So yeah, we're very close. We're only about 369. We're only about 6 months away, roughly. Yeah, less than that. More like 5 or 4 months, really, from having enough alloys to do the last section of our second science nexus, which will be really handy. We'll be getting 30% research speed bonus across the board from that alone, which is going to be Totes McGoat's awesome sauce. That's always nice. Bonuses to research are always quite nice. Like, if you take a look here, 30% bonus. Well, let's see, how much are we producing? We're producing, wow. We're producing, what's crazy is physics research is the least we're actually producing. Our base production for physics is 1439.69 each month. But because it has the highest research speed bonus right now, we're producing over 3,000 of it each month. So yeah, if you factor in, let's just say it's an even 1,500 that we are generating in each of the 3 branches. We're at 1474 for society. That's our highest right now. 1451 for engineering and 1439 for physics. So a single science nexus, excuse me, not only is it producing 300 points of science in each of the 3 branches, but it gives you an additional 15% bonus. So let's say we were already producing 1,200. The science nexus is giving us another 300, so we're producing 1,500, but we get that 15% bonus to research speed. Now, what is a 15% bonus to 1,500? I don't freaking know. It's a little bit less than 1/5, which is 300, so probably about another 250, roughly. So that's not an exact measurement. Well, so 1/10 would be, so a 10% bonus would be 150, obviously, and 1/20th would be 75, so it would be 225. A 15% research speed bonus is an additional 225 points of science on top of the base 1,500 you're already producing. So, from producing 1,200 points of science in a single branch out of the 3 technology branches, physics, society, or engineering, let's say you were already producing 1,200 points in physics, because we're looking at physics right now. Building a science nexus adds another 300 a month to the raw production, but you get that 15% bonus, which gives you another 225 each month. So you actually wind up giving yourself 525 additional points of science being produced each month from one science nexus. So jumping from 1,200 to 1,725, that is actually quite strong. That's an almost 15% increase. Or sorry, 15. That's an almost 50% jump in total science produced. And that's just from a single science nexus. Now that's a really bad example because obviously the gains from it would be significantly less if you went very tech heavy and were producing something more along the lines of, say, like 5,000 science in physics research right now, and that was like your base amount. Let's say you were producing like 4,700, and then you built a science nexus and it bumped you up to 5,000. Now, to be fair, the raw production from the science nexus itself, that extra 300, is not that great in the grand scheme of things because you're already producing 4,700. So another 300 is kind of not really a drop in a bucket, but it's kind of like a smaller slice of the pie. However, that 15% again gets better because it's 15% of your total production, which is going to be a bigger bonus the more science you're producing. So 15%, well, let's quickly calculate that. So 10% would be 500, 5% would be 250. So you're looking at another 750 science. So you'd have the 300 from the science nexus plus another 750 from the 15% research speed bonus. So you would jump from 4,700 to 5,750 because it gives you a total of 1,050. Just really, really quick head maths. I think I have like 6 full nexuses in your crazy safe for 340% speed bonus in the highest field. Jesus. Well, I mean, I seem to recall in like the old school 1.7 when Utopia first came out, I seem to recall there was a save I had. I'm not joking. I had like 11 science nexuses, but they behaved very differently back then. They only gave you 90 points of science and no bonus to research speed. But 11 science nexuses in this game now would be 165% bonus research speed right there. Plus, you're looking at 3,300 points in research just from science per branch, just from science nexuses. Science nexuses. I don't know. Anyways, hope you're doing all right, Razor. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Let's do another chemical plant here. Actually, never mind the maintenance drone. Amenities are fine, so we'll do another chemical plant. We're going to need a lot more chemical plants because we are doing a couple fortress habitats. There's also going to be more alloy foundries cropping up and getting upgraded on a lot of our worlds. before too much longer here. But yeah, anyways, good times, good times. Okay, let's go ahead and do another mining district for no real good reason. What else? Bird's Eye Mining World has some unemployment. Alright, we'll fix that. This place, mineral purification hub, please. We could upgrade this habitat. We could totally afford it because that the next section of the Science Nexus, we're not going to be needing it for almost actually two more years. 720. Oops, let's turn up the speed. 720 days, so 2 more years. So we're looking at another 24 months. And we're producing 300 alloys a month. I just spent 5 months worth of alloys, and we only need about 10 months worth of alloys, and we've got 24 months before we need 15,000 again for the next batch of the Science Nexus, next portion of the Science Nexus, I guess I should say. Good times, good times. Okay. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to the next update. It's going to be fantastic. Let's go ahead and do one of these, create a maintenance drone job. The problem here, the Hive Warren, I'm pretty sure we can't upgrade it on our habitat, and it does produce some housing, which is nice, and some amenities. But we'll do a resource silo because that'll give us a maintenance drone job. I think each individual maintenance drone is actually giving us... Oh, no, never mind. Never mind, it's only producing 5 amenities per maintenance drone right now, which is weird because I figured it would be doing more. Let the coffin continue its voyage. Neither of these matter. Let's do that one, sure, whatever. Damn, what do we want to do here? These are all kind of, well, I guess we'll do loader efficiency. I already did grade 1 for some reason. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Not only is the update for Console Edition going to be sweet, but I've always paid attention to what's coming next to PC, because sometime down the road we will wind up getting updates and DLC that the PC version has, right? So the next DLC for the PC version, Overlord, it's looking really, really cool. There's a new megastructure in there called the Quantum Catapult, which you can build around a neutron star or pulsar. So, for example, you could build it around this neutron star, or you could build it around this pulsar. And what it does, like, this is actually the first time we'll be able to... well, sorry. It's the first actual megastructure that you are able to build around a neutron star or pulsar. I should be more specific. Wow.
Research concluded.
I'm gonna need another. Oh no, never mind. You know what? I can just open up another hunter-seeker drone job. Problem solved. Anyways, so you build it around a neutron star or pulsar, and what it does is you can fling one of your fleets across the galaxy, very similar to like extremely long-range jump drives. The difference is that doing so, flinging your fleet across the galaxy, the farther away from the megastructure that the target system is, the less accurate the effect will be. So higher stages of the megastructure give you more range to launch your fleets, and it also makes them more accurate over those great ranges. However, supposedly even at like maximum at its maximum construction, launching a fleet like across the galaxy is still probably going to be fairly inaccurate. So that, nonetheless, it still sounds like a very, very interesting megastructure. I'm looking forward to trying it out and seeing what well, I'm looking forward to other people trying it out and seeing what interesting strategies some people come up with. In the while between it being available on PC, and when it comes out on, it's gonna be really neat, really fun. What else? Did you see that the science and production special vassal types can use their science and construction ships for combat with debuffing and buffing auras respectively? Yes, I also saw that too, which is pretty cool. I actually didn't delve too much in what the Prospectorium could do because I'm a tech nut, and I was more interested in what the Scholarium, I believe it's called, what that would do for its overlord. I was far more interested in that, I will admit. But yeah, being able to actually use your science ship in combat for a debuffing aura against enemies, that does sound super duper cool. Should be interesting to try it out and use it. Again, these are things that are coming to the PC version. I think that'll be part of the DLC, the Overlord DLC. But let's be honest, we'll probably see that on console. I'm going to be optimistic and say by the end of this year, because it's been rare that an expansion pass with all three DLC takes more than, what would you say, Razor, like 9 months before all three DLCs come out?
Construction completed.
I guess what I should say is, since it's never been like a full year, a full 12 months since the first DLC for an expansion pass was released, and then the last DLC became available sometime down the road. That has never happened. And we had a bit of an accelerated time period. I'm pretty sure it was in 2020 when we were on version... No, sorry. That was just last year because we... sort of. There was a period there where we got... What the hell was it? Megacorp, Distant Stars, and Lithoids. And when we got Lithoids, we jumped from 2.2 to 2.6. And then... when we were on 2.6, we got Federation's Ancient Relics and Necroids, plus an update to 2.8. So I'm going to say, yeah, 2020, we got more DLC that year so far than any other. Okay, so we have a crap ton of motes pouring in. Let's go ahead and upgrade some of these alloy foundries to alloy megaforges. That might be a little bit excessive.
Research concluded.
We have plenty of amenities. I'm hoping it's not all maintenance drones that take those metallurgist jobs. Ooh, I just dropped my phone. Hang on. I gotta turn up the brightness because it's hard as shit to read the chat. I left the brightness all the way at the bottom for some reason.
Construction completed.
Okay, and back. Construction completed. What did we do? Probably that research station over there in Soyun. Yep. Flash coolant 12. Let's get flash coolant 13. Continuing to upgrade and improve our ships. About that, but we've never been at a point where our next pass could include a PC that hadn't been released yet. Include a DLC that hadn't been released yet. Yeah, that's true. I've got a funny feeling that we're going to be pleasantly surprised, because this whole time, when Tantalus has been working on updates for the console edition, they've also had to keep in mind the fact that there's going to be new stuff coming in to that not supplants, but adds to a lot of the stuff that's coming, that they're already working on. Does that make sense? I'm not sure I'm wording it terribly well. I might need a sentinel post on this fucking planet too. Jeez, or this habitat. Excuse me. Planet. That's not a planet. Jesus, Moby, why are you so dumb? I don't know. Okay, I have no idea what I want to do, because we do need maintenance drones in order to make sure that we have enough producing amenities. But 4 habitation districts gives us 8, 16, 24, 32 housing. And this is going to be a refinery habitat. Like, how am I going to use up all that housing with refineries? Maybe I'll slap down some alloy foundries, or like 1 or 2 alloy foundries or research labs that I can fully upgrade to take up some of that housing. But in the meantime, we'll do another habitation and reactor district. We'll actually do the reactor district first. I don't know how I'm going to do these refinery stations. Like, these are going to be a little tricky. But it's going to be fun. Going to be different. Okay, pop growth is still quite high. I like it. We can do another chemical plant while we're at it. Open up this maintenance drone job. But we'll leave the chemical plant for after the habitat gets upgraded, because I don't want to lose all those amenities just yet. That will affect stability before too much longer. Okay, oops. One more brain drone. There we go. How much is a single brain drone producing, I wonder, on this particular station? Whoa! 7.6, 8.0, 7.6. Yikes, that's a decent amount. And yet when you look, it says creates 2 brain drones, jobs-based production 888. Well, a single drone is producing that much. I think something that a lot of people fail to notice is that when you look at a building or a district and whatnot,
research concluded.
That little bit where it says jobs-based production, you have to remember that that's base production. That doesn't include all of the modifiers that are affecting your empire and the production of that resource. In order to see exactly how productive a single pop is in that you have in that job, you need to go to the population tab here that you can see I am in. Move your cursor to which stratum you're trying to look at. In this case, complex drones. Move it over brain drones.
Concluded.
And then you don't want to just look at like 1 or 2 pops, because if you're playing a very homogeneous, I guess, for lack of a better word, empire with multiple species, you want to look at different pops, because you might have different you want to look at multiple pops because you might have different species with different traits working that job.
Research
now, to be
concluded.
fair, the game automatically has pops with traits that boost their production for specific things. For example, I like how all the science production just went up by 0.1 all of a sudden when we finish this research. So, for example, if you have a species within your empire that has like intelligent or erudite or something like that, they will definitely be prioritized to fill researcher jobs than a species that has pops with, say, the very strong trait, which increases their basic resource production, like minerals, energy credits, and food, that kind of stuff. And on the flip side, those very strong
we are being hailed.
Pops, maybe they also have something like industrious to further improve minerals production, in which case they will be much more weighted towards or prioritized towards filling in minor jobs if those are available on that planet. Stuff like that. So yeah, whenever you're looking at the productivity of a specific job, you don't want to just... You want to look at a couple different pops if possible, especially if you have multiple different species in your empire and several pops from several different species are working that job. You can get a better idea if you just kind of like scroll down with the right stick, that box on the right hand side. Scroll through it, try to find a pop from a different species, like 2 or 3 different species or something like that, just to give you a kind of good mean average. So say one species is producing like these values you see here, 7.7, 8.1, 7.7, so about 8 each. And then you look at another species and they're only producing like 6.5. And then you look at another species and it's actually producing like 9 or some shit. And then you're like, oh, okay. So I'm getting about 7 to 8, roughly. Anywhere between 6.5 to 9. So somewhere around the 7 to 8 mark seems about the median. And it gives you a better idea of how productive your pops are. That was a lot of babbling for next to nothing actually being talked about. Okay, research station, 1 pop away, and then I can get... Oh, wait, I have a building slot available now. Really? I thought for sure... Okay. weird. I need sentinel posts. I don't want to lose those maintenance drones, though, so... Once the sentinel posts are closer to done, I will lock out 2 brain drone jobs so that we can get 2 hunter-seeker drones.
Research concluded.
Okay. Synaptic interceptors. Extraction patterns. Sure, we'll go with that. I can't believe we have a tree of life sapling on a frickin' habitat of all things. Sounds a little weird. Anyways, more in line with console edition stuff. I think a lot of people are going to be really, really happy and really excited by Nemesis once it's announced. Of course, there's no real news about it yet, but those of us who have been following the development of PC version for the last little while also have a pretty dang good idea of what we're going to be seeing next out for consoles. So it's gonna be cool. We can do another resource silo for another maintenance drone, huh? Just for fun. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna start slapping down some alloy foundries. So we're actually gonna have like a lot of a big fucking pool of resources that we can stockpile because of all that stupid crap that I'm doing right now. I don't normally bother with resource silos at all. I really don't. Kind of just doing it for fun right now. One of those, hey, what's the worst that could happen kind of things. Is this being terraformed? It is. Dope. Okay, so let's do another agriculture district, and we'll do a, where is it? Food processing facility. There we go. Flash coolant 15 coming right up. Personally, I'm looking forward to the differences that come to the economy with getting updated to be like 3.3 or beyond. I think a lot of people are going to be really happy about that too, because it's going to be pretty cool. What we'll be able to do. The new districts are going to be very, very interesting. I could use another exotic gas refinery. Making use of industrial districts is going to be very interesting for a lot of people. Just relearning parts of the game, I think, is going to be quite enjoyable. What else does it bring? But I'm trying to remember, but I'm having difficulty focusing off the top of my head. Okay, what is our diplomatic weight? 18,000. Jeez, we would not. Yeah, we would not be ready for the galactic community. We'll join it at some point, maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps when I'm ready to change my diplomatic stance from cooperative to supremacist, because that'll give us plus 100% diplomatic weight from fleet power. Okay. Jackley Remnant made peace with Great Rakadon Commonwealth. What happened? Defenders.
We are being hailed.
The Great Rakadon Commonwealth did what? Did they actually get some territory out of all that? I think they did. Wow. Okay, the Great Rakadon Commonwealth wants us to join their federation. Will you join the Confederated Star Nations? It's getting more and more tempting to join the Confederated Star Nations because it's composed of the Killa Cooperative and the Great Rakadon Commonwealth, which are easily the 2 strongest empires in this galaxy, I do believe. The Blessed Beer Order, sure, they're ranked as overwhelming in fleet power, but their economy and their technology level is both inferior to us, whereas the Great Rakadon Commonwealth and the Killa Cooperative have overwhelming fleet power each. And in the case of the Great Rakadon Commonwealth, they are equivalent for economy and technology, whereas the Killa Cooperative is apparently superior to us both economy and technology. Now, economy I can understand because they have way more space. But technology? I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought I've been kind of a tech whore so far this game, but I guess not. Okay, we can no longer... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to
Research concluded.
use up that additional 10 housing from that hive district. If I replace it, we lose how many maintenance drone jobs? 7. That drops us down 35 amenities. That's not going to be worth it. We'll have just barely above 0 for amenities on that world if I did that. Okay, so this is kind of the point where I say, all right, this planet is DUN done. I try to do it as best as I can. If you look up here, we have 10 housing available, and I typically try to do it as best as I can where a planet has not finished quote-unquote developing until I have all of the housing used up, and I have enough amenities on the planet. We have more than enough here, for sure. And every pop is working a viable, productive job. It's very, very, very possible that you can simply have a planet that is at this point, for a regular organic empire, it's very possible that you can have a planet with 97 pops on it, and they're all working various jobs, and you have no clerks working whatsoever. That tends to happen a lot, but that's not the case with a hive mind. See, the other thing too is if I replace this hive district, not only do we lose 12 housing, actually, sorry, 13 housing, but we also lose 4 jobs because those 3 of the 7 maintenance drones will be able to work as agro drones, but the other 4 don't have jobs. So I'd have to do some extra finagling in order to get them working. Yeah, that's a little tougher to do with hive minds, but it's all good. No, this is fine. This planet is producing over 1,000 food on its own, and it is in a slight deficit in energy and minerals, but not by very much. 64 energy and 30 minerals. We're producing that in absolute droves on other planets, so we're fine there. A few strategic resources being produced and some unity as well. That's fine. Do I have like a synaptic thingy here? Where's the unity coming from? We do have 3 synapse drones, but is that where all the unity is coming from? Oh, never mind. There's 7. Why are there 7 synapse drones? Oh. I believe we get a synapse drone job for every X amount of pops. Okay. It's probably from a tradition. Let's take a look-see here. Yeah, one synapse drone job per 20 pops. So we don't quite have 100 pops there. So that's where the other 4 are coming from. So 3 from the Capitol building, and because we have over 80 pops, that's where the other 4 are coming from. That makes sense. All right. Okay, these are all alloy megaforges. These are alloy nano plants even. Yikes. Okay. Unexpected. What else can we do here? Minerals we're not hurting for, and we're definitely not hurting on volatile motes. We got plus 16 right now, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade a few more alloy nano plants to alloy megaforges to alloy nano plants. That way we'll get a few more foundry drones. That's 3, 6. Yeah, that's plenty for now. Leave it at that. Alright, let's get to flash coolant 20 before we go back to focusing arrays. Extraction patterns or synapse interceptors? I'm going to go with extraction patterns. For realsies, mining station. Alright, you have another building slot. And 1 available maintenance drone job, huh? Okay, so we still have 16 housing. 1 more maintenance drone should drop that housing down to 15. Okay. If it doesn't, well, even at 15 housing, we should be able to fill in 2 building slots with something like an
Research
alloy foundry
concluded.
or a research lab that we can upgrade to either tier 2 or tier 3, and that will create enough jobs for us to fill up the get the rest of that housing used up. We already have all the mining drones we can get out of this without replacing these habitation districts, which I don't want to do. How habitat, that only gives you 5 housing. Curious. We do have 4 Synapse drone jobs on this world because of the number of pops on the planet. You know what? That's probably something that instead of locking out clerks like you would with a regular Empire, in this case restricting maintenance drone jobs, because maintenance drones are a lot more important. The level of amenities you have on the colony has a much more positive or negative impact on your stability, which again further affects total production on that planet. So I'm thinking if you don't restrict maintenance drones, you could probably restrict Synapse drones, because you basically get a few free ones once you hit 40, 60 pops. You could probably do without all that extra admin cap at a stage like this in the game, where doing the next level of administrative efficiency only takes you how many months? We'll find out in just a second here. So 2 months left for that. Bam, next level of administrative efficiency is 9 months. So yeah, probably better off restricting a few Synapse drone jobs on some of your colonies. That does hurt your Unity production. Actually, those also give you amenities too. They don't give you many amenities, only 2. But more amenities is more amenities for a hive mind. So that's really... curious. Okay, what's happening here? Can we colonize Fenhabanis yet, or what? There it is. Yes, we can. What the hell? Okay, so let's colonize this bad boy. It's a size 25 world. We want that. Yeah, see, I knew I had the charismatic trait. Okay, there's no way that we're only getting 5
Research
amenities from a
concluded.
maintenance drone. I wish that... I'm going to call this amenities, just to confuse people even more as to what I'm talking about. So, in other news, if you do enjoy my... I like that. That's a very interesting noise. Guys, if you do enjoy my live streams of Stellaris Console Edition, I do stream other games alongside this. Right now I'm streaming XCOM 2. I highly recommend checking out my other content. I'm having an absolute blast playing XCOM 2 these days. Loved XCOM Enemy Unknown. First played it only about 2 years ago.
Research concluded.
I'd had it for a long time from Games with Gold, and I just never got around to playing it. And then I tried it out in 2020, and I loved it. I immediately fell in love with it and played the crap out of it for the next 4 or 5 months. The challenge is fantastic. But if you want to see me play other games as well, or you would like a say in what other games you see me play on the live streams, join the Discord. Again, the links are provided down below. Every once in a while, I usually try to do it about once a year. I post a list of about 20 or 30 games that I have in my library where I figure they would be fun to stream and fun for you to watch me streaming it. So I put up a list and I say, okay, everybody cast your votes. What do you want to see me play? And people go vote, and whichever games get the most votes, those are the ones that I wind up playing and streaming. So if you want to say in that, be in the Discord. That's pretty much non-negotiable. Like, you have to be there because that's where I have the polls. Okay, so I did do 6 habitation and 2 reactor. I do thoroughly enjoy a wide variety of games. Obviously I enjoy...
Research concluded.
What the hell? Stampeding drones on mine. Why? What's the problem? These deviants must be dealt with. What's the problem here? -1 amenities. Okay. Let's fix that. Problem solved. Why was that even a thing? Why do we even have drone deviancy? Like, seriously. Let's just say fuck it and build another sentinel post for now. Nerve dampeners 5. Let's get nerve dampeners 6. I've been thinking about a fair bit about other games I can stream at some point down the line. Nothing really stands out immediately, although I will admit I've been spending a little bit of time looking at Phoenix Point, which is a game that was developed by Julian Gollop and his development company. Julian Gollop is the original creator of XCOM. Not XCOM Enemy Unknown, but like XCOM UFO Defense, or more accurately, UFO Enemy Unknown from way back in the day. Played very differently from modern XCOM. Destroyed ancient ships. I always like looking at these debris fields because they reflect the sunlight from the star in the system. I've always thought that that's an interesting little detail where there's actually, you know, really luminous reflection surfaces on debris fields in space in this game. I think that's cool. Fun little detail. Anyways, so yeah, Phoenix Point. I've heard, like, a viewer of mine has told me about it previously, and whatnot, and you know, developed by the same guy who originally made XCOM. So, like, if anybody can develop a really nice iteration, or modern iteration of XCOM, or what he feels, how he feels XCOM should evolve into modern games, that would be the guy. And looking at various videos of it on YouTube and whatnot over the last little while, it has really piqued my interest. It looks pretty cool. Food Squawk has finally been terraformed to a hive world. Beautiful. Suddenly had a huge jump in housing. Amenities are going to be a problem before too much longer, so let's lock out a few Agra drones. Like so. Anyways, yeah, so Phoenix Point definitely is a game that looks very interesting. I'd probably enjoy playing it. Is this the one? You're not doing anything, so let's go ahead and disband you.
Research concluded.
2 science ships should be all I need for now. I do like those kind of turn-based strategy games. I have already streamed a much smaller kind of indie game of that nature. I streamed it, I want to say, back in 2019. Maybe it was in 2020. I'm not sure. Razor could probably remember. And it only went for 10 chapters. It's called Massive Chalice. It's very fantasy-themed turn-based strategy game. Still very fun. Very different mechanics from XCOM.
Research concluded.
A big tree, like, straight up blocks line of sight. You don't take cover against objects and terrain and stuff like that. It's just get behind something to block line of sight so the bad guys can't see you. Very, very different kind of setting. But still, in my opinion, still a very fun game. Pretty well done game, too, I think. So if you want to see my old videos of that, that is on the YouTube. There's a whole... It's all in a playlist for easy access. Enough babbling about that. Razor, remind me, what else can we expect in an updating to version 3.0 or later? Do you recall? Industrial districts are going to be a thing. Oh, building slots also behave very differently, if I recall right. In order to unlock a building slot, you have to construct a city district. And that unlocks, what, 1, maybe 2 building slots? I think. I don't know why I'm going to get loader efficiency. I don't really have any kinetic weapons. Excuse me. At least I'm pretty sure I don't. What the hell do I have? Alien megastructure. Huh. They've created a sentry array. Interesting. Okay. Do I have a... No, I don't. Okay. Let's go ahead and make one of those. Let's do a sentinel post, and then I will do 2 more astro mining bays now that this has finally been upgraded. Food squawk. Okay, let's get some agriculture districts. I don't need chem labs. Let's see. Ruffled Feathers is an agro world. I did do a chem lab on it to make up for the fact that the food processing center does use 0.9 motes per month for upkeep, so I did a chemical plant to compensate for that, and the one chem drone is in fact producing 2.6. So we should be producing 1.7 volatile motes on this planet. I know it says 2. Let's see, we also have an exotic gas refinery. One of each. Okay. If I wanted to use up some more housing on this planet, I would get rid of this synthetic crystal plant. I think that would be the play. We'll get 2 more agrodrone jobs. They'll use up 2 more housing. Well, not really. It won't use up 2 more housing. It'll use up 1 more housing because we are losing a job and replacing... We're not losing the lensing drone job. We're simply replacing it with an agrodrone job and adding 1 more agrodrone job. Nerve dampeners, 7. Let's get nerve dampeners, 8. Yum, yum. Yeah, I got to do more studying up on exactly what we'll be seeing with 3.0. I need to be ready. I need to be ready with the guides. Because a lot of people are going to be confused, especially those of you who are coming back from not playing the game for a little bit, and then you come back and it's like, oh, big updates. Let's see where we go. What the fuck? What's going on here? Where are my alloy foundries? What do I do? Let's keep going with the synapse interceptors. Actually, no. Let's get heat recyclers now. Refinery A. I seriously do not really know what I'm going to do on these refinery stations. Okay, so so we have 1 unemployed pop and 15 housing, so we should have 16 housing. So, if nothing else, these next 2 building slots, I can put buildings in them that produce either 5 or 8 jobs. Let's do an alloy foundry. Because, again, we have a lot of motes being produced. We have been slowly going up with that. That has not been entirely intentional, but that's just what's been happening. We'll do another... let's do an exotic gas refinery, actually, because those were kind of running low on, and I seem to recall somewhere, I do believe we are upgrading some thingy-mabobbers, upgrading the what's it called, and the who's-a-doozadings, and the whatevers. Research labs, that's what they're called. Yeah, those things. Volatile land clearance, let's do it. And now we go back to Amedines. And let's go ahead and clear some of this crap, shall we? Bam, 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 boop. And then let's go ahead and clear these out while we're at it too. Yum, yum. Oops, can't clear that. Dense ruins and metal boneyards. Max mining districts, +3. There's no... What do we have for the governor in the area? Well, it has to be colonized before it's part of the sector, so never mind. That's not a thing anymore. Terraforming gases has expired. Are we even terraforming anything right now? No, we're not, so I don't care. Alright, let's go ahead and start up. We got... Holy shit, I just looked at how many alloys we have. That's what happens when I ignore them for a long time. Derp. Boop, 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 boop. Let's, upgrade to star fortresses, improve our bastions. This will use up a fair chunk of them, but we should also get some more fleets, honestly. 80k fleet power, and that's a fleet. That's a very mixed bag kind of fleet. Kind of disgusting to look at, but whatever. Let's go ahead and add some inspiring bloodbath battleships. There we go. And reinforcing all will cost us 24,000 alloys, which I'm sure we could probably buy a few thousand right now as well. Seeing as I always have 64,000 energy. Bam, there's some more. And let's sell all this. And sell about 5,000 food. And we can sell about 500 of those. We can sell about 500 of those. Sell a little bit of dark matter. And there, we're back up to 30k. Ooh, just under what we actually need. Okay, 500 and 500. There we go. That's more like it. Cool. Ooh, hello. Flash coolant. Let's keep going with that. The reason why I tend to do, for lack of a better term, the reason why I tend to prioritize weapon attack speed for repeatables instead of weapon damage is largely just personal preference, in all honesty. But if my weapons are firing faster than yours, it won't matter. Well, I mean, it kind of will, but if somebody else's that I'm fighting against has roughly equal technology, repeatable copies done for damage, whereas I have more for fire rate, then theoretically the higher fire rate gives me more opportunities to actually hit the target with my ship weapons as opposed to theirs. Like, sure, if theirs hit, theirs will hit harder, but if mine shoot faster, especially if they shoot like twice as fast, or 3 times as fast, that's more opportunities. Like, a missed shot won't be as severe, whereas weapons that don't shoot as fast but do high damage, if they miss a shot, then that is extremely detrimental. It's a lot of wasted DPS, basically. Do I want to do research labs or alloy foundries here? Let's do alloy foundries. In fact, I'll slap a few down. That's just my thought process behind it. I'm sure there's some mathing involved where it could be explained that one is objectively better than the other, and either A, I'm an idiot, or B, I'm wrong. One of the two. Which is fine, I just... I don't really care right now. I don't think that discussion has ever really come up a heck of a lot. I know it's been discussed as to the importance, or, well, the effect that fire rate can have on, say, the earlier portions of a game. For example, if you are a militarist fanatic purifier with distinguished admiralty, and you take the no retreat military doctrine, or whatever the heck it's called, then yeah, that's a significant impact over other empires that have next to no bonuses to fire rate outside of an admiral with a certain fire rate trait, as well as the fire rate bonus from the supremacy tradition. But beyond that, a militarist fanatic purifier with distinguished admiralty and the no retreat doctrine is firing almost twice as often. What the fuck is going on? Okay.
Research concluded.
So, because we wiped out the subterranean because we wiped out the subterranean empire, we're suddenly seeing earthquakes, and it's causing devastation on the planet, which is really starting to annoy me. Heat recyclers, please. All of our star bases, our Bastion star bases, we're slapping frickin' hangar bays on them. Why? I don't really know. Doesn't seem like a bright idea, but that's what I'm doing. And we'll be slapping more hangar bays on them. So improvements to strike craft, attack speed, and damage and stuff like that just makes our Bastion stronger, makes it look less yummy for somebody to attack us. Invite to Federation, the Confederated Star Nations. The Killick Cooperative is again wanting us to... Ooh, Federation level 3. Okay. This is a Galactic Union. The other one was a Martial Alliance. I'm going to decline again, but it is looking... it is looking more and more likely that we will join them in their Federation. Concluded. We probably don't have to wait for the invitation. I'm sure I could enter the diplomacy screen, or sorry, go to the contacts tab and establish communications with one of them and ask to join, and they will be very, very receptive towards that. Okay, a little bit of unemployment again. Do we need... No, we have no deviancy, so let's go ahead and just throw in another agrodrone there. All right, Science Nexus completed. Indeed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So 2 Science Nexuses. Nexes. 2 Science Nexuses. So you can see right there, it says Research Progress. Underneath the bonuses, Science Nexus plus 15%, Science Nexus plus 15%. So we're getting a 30% research speed bonus from both Science Nexus Megastructures, and it's pretty freaking awesome. All of our fucking bonuses are right now over 100%. So yeah, whatever base science we're producing is being doubled from all these different little bonuses right now. That's pretty sweet. We have a research agreement with the Killick Cooperative that is helping us out with some of these repeatables, apparently. That's pretty nuts. Okay, what the heck do I want for our next megastructure? I don't know. You know what we do need, though, is we need another stronghold here. I think I've got way too many habitation districts. I'm gonna have to get some more. I'm gonna have to get another reactor district because we're gonna run into unemployment problems for these next 3 building slots. Because right now we have an unemployed pop, and I'm just building the stronghold on that building slot right now, so that is going to be an issue. Faux show. Amenities are kind of eh. Let's go ahead and do another exotic gas refinery. Check out refinery B. Pretty much the same story, so we'll do another chemical plant. I think I'm going to want to replace one of these reactor districts with a habitation district.
Research concluded.
I don't know, though. Think about it. All right, flash coolant 20. Very good. That's a total of 100% attack speed with energy weapons. Now, to be fair, I'm sure there's plenty of other empires out there right now that have very similar stats from their repeatables. This late in the game, it's very, very unlikely that they don't. Actually, fun fact, another game that I was recently checking out, I was actually looking at Fortnite, because they came out with that update just recently where it's the Battle Royale no build mode. And I was actually chatting with a friend of mine who was playing it at the time as well, and I was like, you know what, Fortnite actually is kind of piquing my interest now, because I know that like the overall gameplay and the gunplay could be, well, I don't know about that, because you do a lot of jumping around like a freaking lunatic, so I don't know if that would be my forte. But the thing that turned me off the most about Fortnite is the building stuff. And there was actually a clip that summed up my feelings about it very, very easily, where somebody was like, oh, okay, somebody sees me, so I'm just going to get to the top of the map. And they literally, like, they clearly pressed buttons in a super fast sequence, and it's just... But they went from sitting somewhere on the grass on the map, and all of a sudden they just went... and built this fucking tower
Research
in about
concluded.
3 seconds, and they reached like the top. They hit like the top barrier of the map. And I'm like, okay, so I'm on top of the map now. And I'm like, see, that's why I would not fucking like Fortnite, because that shit would piss me off. But they've got this no build mode now, and I'm looking at it going, you know what? That would actually really interest me, because that's what I liked about. That was the initial appeal about PUBG, was you don't have that building bullshit. You run around, you loot stuff, you get into gunfights with other people, blah, 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 that kind of crap. Like, that was it. Everything else, like the whole fucking building aspect and whatnot, I looked at that and I was like, man, that is such a piss off. That is not for me. Fuck that noise. So with the no build mode, I'm like, you know what? I might actually want to give this a shot. So it's been an hour already. I'm probably just... forgot you were streaming tonight. How you doing, Moby? I'm alright, Ancient Gamer. Thanks for coming by, buddy.
Research concluded.
I don't know. I might only stream for another half hour here. Just because it's a Saturday. I know everybody else wants to do other shit on a Saturday. But this will, you know, this still kind of compensates for me bailing out on last night's stream a little bit. Let's get Synapse Interceptors again. Fuck it. Now, would I stream Fortnite? I mean, sure, but I would not be trying at all. You have to understand, the short time that I did play PUBG, I was not going for the win or anything like that. I think I actually attempted to in like 2 or 3 games total out of like the 30 that I played. When I did play PUBG, I was just being an asshole. What I was doing is, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but what I was doing when I played PUBG is I would be watching people jump out of the plane, and then just randomly, out of nowhere, whenever the mood struck me, I would go, okay, that one, that person. And I'd jump out right behind somebody else, and I would follow them down to the ground. I would be right behind them skydiving. I would... it'd be easier to track them when they opened their parachute, and I'd be like, okay, I'm following you. And I follow them the whole way down, try to land as close to them as I possibly could, and just chase them and non-stop run after them until either A, I punched them to death, or B, they finally got something to turn around and kill me with. And it was just hilarious how many times people would actually, like, see me chasing them and would clearly freak the fuck out. And then they'd just stop, and they'd go, and they'd start running for a while, and they'd be running, and then they'd be like, okay, he's probably not chasing me anymore. Turn around, and I'm still fucking chasing them after they did nothing but try to run away from me for the last, like, 2 minutes. And I'm still just fucking full-on sprinting after them like it's nothing. And they're just like, what the fuck? Get this guy away from me. And I'd be coming at them unarmed and fucking Superman punching them and trying to kill them that way. And if I did kill them, then it'd be like, all right, let's try to find some weapons or something, because, you know, I fucked that one person's game up by not going after weapons myself. But, you know, so when they actually died, I of course would be like, all right, well, I actually need to kind of pseudo-try now. And I never got very far, because I would spend the first 5 minutes chasing somebody down to punch them, and I'd have, like, no weapons, no gear, no nothing. So the first person I come across, besides whoever the fuck I was chasing, would have a gun and just absolutely mow me down.
A new world has been colonized.
It was a real dick thing to do, but It's how I had fun in that crap, and I don't know. I don't know how or why. I got nothing to do because I got to work tomorrow. What? Well, that's hella lame. Okay, these don't clear districts at all, but they do give us an additional max district. So once we get rid of these shattered solar arrays, flooded reactor pits gives us another +6 to max generator districts, and crumbling mine tunnels gives us some max mining districts. Okay, so let's start off with a clone bats here, because I do not need... Whoa, there's already 8 brain drone jobs. Holy shit. Let's lock those out really quick. Why do I have 2 synapse drone jobs? Okay. I do not need 8 brain drone jobs right away here. I know we have them because of this central spire giving us +8 brain drone jobs. But there's also the dense ruins. This would be a very good science planet. +30% to... oh, right, the Tree of Life saplings. That's why we have more society research being produced from our brain drones. Not by much, but enough. I forgot all about that. Anyways.
Research concluded.
Dense ruins plus central spire. +30% to research being produced on this planet. That is actually pretty good. Let's get focusing arrays. Jesus. Oh, that was like a weird pseudo belch sort of thing. I don't know what the hell it was. Anyways.
Research concluded.
Alright, yoink. You have another pop here. Let's go ahead and throw you in a maintenance drone job. We'll get those amenities up to 20. Very nice. Alright, hate recyclers again. Hello. Thank you. I could really use a Voidcraft expert. Let's see if we can find one. Nope. Fucking Christ. We're pretty much done exploring the galaxy. And what do I get? I get leaders that have bonuses to exploring the galaxy. Motherfucker. Alright, cautious. Like the sound of that. Okay, now Gale Speed is a trait that I am starting to like more and more on my admirals, because that +20% to ship sublight speed is actually quite a bit. It does stack quite well with aggressive, like it does on this admiral, because that's another +30% to sublight speed total, just from the admiral. The 5% evasion is kind of handy for things like a Corvette fleet, but still, +20% sublight speed to like even your battleships or something crazy like that is pretty dope. We've got 15% bonus fire rate from this guy as well, which is super duper handy. I want to try to keep this guy alive as long as possible. Wings of Grey only has gale speed. However, for our all battleships fleet, I'm going to give them this cautious admiral, because that gives our battleships +20% to ship weapons range, which if we go to the ship designer, I do believe I'm already giving them an autonomous ship intellect artillery computer, which gives us another +20% to ship weapons range. So we've got neutron launchers and tachyon lances. Neutron launchers and tachyon lances. Talking is hard. That will have a +40% to ship weapons range. So our tachyon lance, what is 2/5 of that? 2/5 of that. 1/5 is 30. So 2/5 is another 60. So a range of 210 on our tachyon lances. And then our neutron launchers, 13, 26. So 156. They have the range of XL weapons, and like just slightly more even. That's interesting. I think I mathed that correctly. Why am I short 2 battleships? Oh, what the? Oh, it's building them. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and throw an admiral. Watch this. Change these guys to aggressive. Let's go ahead and throw an admiral in here. So currently our battleship fleet is rated out at 100k fleet power. Let's go ahead and throw this guy there. Bam, 101.4k. We throw a cautious admiral for more, like the passive admiral bonuses of higher ship fire rate and all that stuff. And that only added 1,000 fleet power, apparently. Lame criminal, more like it. If I want tomorrow off, I have to use my own time. At least they have to pay me double time for the holiday. Yep. Yep. Fucking rates they do. Alright, let's upgrade these 2 citadels. We'll get Juggernaut and Titan stations, or sorry, Colossus and Titan stations on these things. Okay, Avian Titans. I've always really liked the look of them. I think they look cool as shit. Majestic Havoc class. Dope. We have an ion cannon, but our Colossus, we don't have it. Have we done the Colossus project yet? I don't think so. Heat recyclers. Let's do heat recyclers 5. Let's go to the situation log. Ancient tomb. And investigate new Baldorak. Okay. Can I not build a Colossus? Did we not take the Colossus project? Oh shit, we didn't. I totally thought we did. Oops. Where the fuck was my brain at?
Research concluded.
So, unfortunately, our Transcendent Learning Ascension perk, this is why it's a very low tier Ascension perk. Right now, it's useless to us. Because the only leaders we have, like, possibly leveling up are our scientists, because scientists that are leading your research branches just do that. So our scientists are doing that, our governors are doing that, but our admirals are not. They're just chilling. Like, literally just chilling. They're not doing a damn thing. Same thing with our generals. Our admirals and generals only get XP through combat. Well, I shouldn't say only. They get a very, very small amount for suppressing piracy. Your admirals do, if I recall correctly. Is that your admirals that get that, or is it just the ships themselves? I'm starting to think it's the ships themselves. Anyways. But yeah, like, we're not getting any bonus XP from doing that. So, like, there's a reason Transcendent Learning is not a good Ascension perk. Oops. The best Ascension perks are ones that are valuable throughout the entire game. That's why Technological Ascendancy is always good. Because at plus 10% to research speed throughout the game, it actually gets better and better over time. Because like I discussed earlier, as you increase the amount of science you are producing, that 10% bonus becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. 10% of 100 is only 10 points of science, which in the early game is more than likely what it is. But right now we're producing like 1,700, so 10% of that is 170, roughly. So yeah, like, it's becoming more valuable the more time goes on, and the more science we're producing over time. So that's why Technological Ascendancy is a good Ascension perk for the whole game. Hive Worlds, self-explanatory. They're Hive Worlds. Galactic Wonders, Master Builders. Those are for Megastructures. Those are good. Megastructure build speed plus 50% is always quite handy. We did Genetic Ascension. We probably could have done without it, but that's fine. So we have one slot left. All this does right now, Voidborn, we just get plus 20% habitat habitability right now. What is the habitability on our habitats anyways?
Research
the technologies
concluded.
and traditions that increase habitability should have it at 100%. Yeah, actually it is 100%, so getting that is kind of pointless. Habitability is at 100%. If that's all it does is increase habitability, who cares? Normally Voidborn is actually pretty good because it unlocks those first 2 building splots on the first 2 building splots. What the hell is this building splot? It unlocks those first 2 building slots on a new habitat that has been freshly colonized. Okay, so the deviancy problems on mine are gone. They have been rectified. Thank fuck. Okay, so let's go ahead and do replace one of those Sentinel posts with an alloy foundry. We'll get rid of a couple Hunter-Seeker drones that way and get some more foundry drones. We're kind of running low on housing on this planet, but that's because I'm not building any more districts. So we'll add another hive district. Okay, the nest. You know, I could just leave this planet alone. Kind of, because rather than fill in more maintenance drone jobs with another 9 pops to use at the rest of the housing on this planet. I could just say, fuck it, we're already at plus 35 amenities, and every new
Research
unemployed pop we get on this planet, I can resettle it to a developing colony, you know? One that actually needs pops. This planet does not need pops. In fact, in 8 more pops... once 8 more pops appear, we'll get another Synapse drone on this colony. Another Synapse drone job will be created on this colony. Of all things. That's kind of goofy. Let's see, another brain drone. What am I going to do here? Entities are fast becoming a problem. Yeah. Habitats have always been a little tricky with hive minds. I've long since, like, a big reason why I didn't bother with habitats, like especially back in 2.2, is that it was pretty much impossible to fill out all of the building slots.
Construction completed.
Ooh. The Tychon Protectors have declared war against the Maloqui Commonality. Ooh. Ooh, these guys have pissed them off. That's not good. I think I got a bad feeling that the Maloqui Commonality is going to get fucked. How close are we to finishing that mega shipyard? I have 9,000 alloys. I'd like to upgrade those bastion stations, but if there is no point, because we're going to be wanting to upgrade the mega shipyard soon, I gotta say, avian habitats look really cool. Yeah, if we're getting that mega shipyard section soon, then I don't want to spend the alloys on upgrading citadels. 60%, we'll hold off. We'll hold off. I mean, our bastions aren't going to hold back a fleet anyways. They're only rated at 35,000. It just looks more threatening than they actually are.
Research concluded.
You know? Administrative efficiency. Let's build that again. And heat recyclers, sure. Okay, let's take a look at our fleets. There we go. 20 battleships, 116,000 fleet power there. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream in about 10 minutes here. Call it a night. I'm actually... excuse me. I'm actually getting a little pooched already. And it's not even that late. It's only 7 o'clock-ish. A little after 7 o'clock my time. That's okay. We'll be back in this game on Tuesday. This will be part 6, so Tuesday and Friday of next week will be parts 7 and 8. And then we'll be finishing off the month of April with parts 9 and 10, which is actually really good timing. So I got a feeling that it will be not very long after that we get some pseudo official news about the next update. And I don't want to start a new game if the next update and the next DLC are only a couple weeks away. That would feel really, really dumb to me. So I'm going to do another alloy foundry. Okay, refinery B. Another maintenance drone, sure. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do what I suggested earlier. I'm going to rename this, put an asterisk in front of the name of the planet to denote to me that if I see an unemployed pop, it needs to be resettled. Sometime down the road when we get to version, at the very least version 3.3 on Console Edition, resettlement is going to be a much bigger pain in the ass because it'll cost you Unity. Those Unity changes are going to be really interesting. Trying to figure out how they work when that comes out. I think one of the most interesting things that we can look forward to with the next update is we'll probably jump far enough ahead to the point where there's going to be 9 or 10 tradition trees, And it's not just a blatantly obvious, and it's not just the same, 7 that you go for, and it's not going to be a blatantly obvious go discovery first, take expansion second, or go expansion first, then take discovery second, and then from there do whatever the fuck you want. It's not going to be as blatantly obvious as that, because there's going to be there's a couple reworks to the tradition trees for one, and there's also new tradition trees that give you different bonuses depending on how you intend to play as. Like if you actually plan to be the spy master empire of the galaxy, there is actually a tradition tree that improves things like your decryption to make it easier to infiltrate other empires, and it also heightens your encryption, which makes it more difficult for other empires to do covert ops against you, stuff like that. That's going to be a whole other system that will be very interesting to try and figure out, is the whole infiltration and all that, covert ops, espionage, that kind of thing. So how much of the revamp the computer version got are we going to get? A lot. The whole first contact is going to be very different. It's no longer just run into them, research their language, and then boom, you can talk to them and you see all of their territory, where they're located. No. When you contact an alien empire now, you actually have a choice, or encounter an alien empire, I should say. You will have a choice as to how you respond to this discovery. Now, do you choose to be very aggressive, and it's like, hey, capture a specimen so we can dissect it and cut it open and study its innards? That's going to be one thing you can do. Or you can try just to be a lot more friendly and be like, let's try to establish communications and start a friendly partnership or something like that. And the way that you respond to that first contact will actually impact how that empire feels about you when you do establish communications between yourself and them. But at the same time, you could choose to go for a very cooperative approach and try to establish communications and be like, oh, you're a very interesting species. We'd like to know more about you. But they might choose to capture one of your people and dissect them and cut them open and see what makes them tick, That's going to be very interesting. Also, the intel system. You're not going to be able to see all of another empire's territory right off the bat. You have to achieve a certain level of intel, which means infiltrating their empire. Once you have a certain amount of intel within their empire, then various other things become visible. Things like what's being constructed on their planets, what orders have they been given to their fleets, what are their governing ethics and civics, that kind of stuff. Normally, if you have low intel on that empire, you can't see that kind of stuff. And as
Research concluded.
Kind of infiltrate their empire more, or just learn more about them, that stuff does become more and more visible. You start unlocking more intel and seeing more of what's actually going on in their empire, as opposed to just if it's within sensor range, you can see everything that's going on. That's that kind of thing. That's kind of what right now is like.
Research concluded.
Which is why when you construct the sentry array, it's not as crucial now as it used to be, the sentry array, but it will be even more useful, and I believe it also affects your decryption. So being able to infiltrate another empire, it helps out with that. I'm pretty sure it does. I'd have to double check that, but it's a lot of cool, new interesting stuff that's coming along. That really helps with it. But of course, we also have the late game stuff that'll be coming in with the Nemesis DLC, such as foregoing an actual endgame crisis from appearing and you become the crisis, or in response to another empire becoming the crisis, you decide to become the galactic custodian for the galactic community. in order to try to protect them. And then if the crisis is successfully averted, you can then convert the galactic community. You are no longer the galactic custodian, but you declare yourself galactic emperor, and the galactic community then becomes the galactic imperium. Bunch of cool shit. That's all like endgame shit to really spice up what happens in the later portions of the game. I'm looking forward to a lot of it. Nemesis overall is going to be super duper cool. I think everybody's going to love it. I was paying very close attention to what Nemesis brought to the table when it was first announced and being released on the PC version almost a year ago exactly, actually. I think it was April of last year that Nemesis came to PC. So, yeah, I'm really, really interested in seeing how people react to it for consoles. I think it's going to kind of blow people away. This next update plus Nemesis DLC is going to be very, very, very interesting. Alright, just a few more minutes and then I'm going to call it a night because it'll have been about an hour and a half. Not much going on. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to... The Killer Cooperative must be taking on the Grey Tempest because they're moving into
Research concluded.
They're moving into the L cluster. Yeah, see, I can ask to join the Federation, no problem. Let's see. Galactic Crisis plus 30, really? That's what's setting it off. Okay. So what about the Great Rakadon Commonwealth? Would they allow me to join the Federation? Yes. Okay. I think before we end the stream, we'll join their Federation. Now, this will make our immediate neighbors, the Molokai Commonality and the Avarian Imperium, dislike us a lot more. However, they have very little territory remaining on this side of the galaxy, so I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about that. If they declare war on us, we'll probably lose our matter decompressor and one of the science nexuses, because those are on the other side of the galaxy through the Jumla wormhole. But, yeah. Not too much going on. Alright, let's add another maintenance drone here. Could use the amenities. Refinery B. What the hell can I do? Another maintenance drone, please. And let's check out Refinery A. Okay, so I did do a Sentinel post for the next building slot, so I'll probably have to do that on Refinery B. Next pop, build a Sentinel post. That will help keep that deviancy down. We've already gotten our alloys from like 200, or sorry, it was about 300 a month. We're up to almost 500 a month, 460 a month. So we did increase our alloys production by 50% monthly in this stream. All that whilst building some additional megastructures. We got our second science nexus done. We started a mega shipyard, which will be really handy. I think taking Colossus Project will be very enjoyable. We should probably go Colossus Project and then just start declaring total war on people, you know? We'd probably get it done pretty quickly with all the science that we are producing. Let's see, engineering 3769. So yeah, we'd probably finish it in like 20 months or less. The project itself in the situation log, and then with a mega shipyard, we would also build one faster, like quite a bit faster. Mining station. Let's add drone there. Ruffled feathers. One unemployed pop, so let's throw you on mining station. I probably should have thrown you on the research station instead, but it's all good. Okay. Me personally, I'm just really looking forward to the next update and more DLC, because I really would like to it'll really reinvigorate my desire to play this game some more, because obviously I have not been playing it a hell of a lot outside of the streams. So it'll be fun getting back into it and relearning a lot of these new mechanics and whatnot, and just you know, basically falling in love with the game all over again. Is the way I see it. But anyways, I'll start our next research project, and I'll leave it there. I'm not gonna join the Federation that those guys want us to join in this stream. Maybe in the next one. It's all good. That's going to be it for today. So thanks to Ancient Gamer and Razor for coming out to chat with me a little bit in tonight's stream. I greatly appreciate it. And for those of you who are watching this, do you play with all DLC on? Yes, I do. You'll see it's there on the right-hand side. DLC installed, all 12 of them. They're installed. They're all active. I always have them on now. Simply so that just so that everything that I could encounter in the game can be and is encountered in the game. Obviously, it doesn't happen every time, but you know, it's all good. So yeah, Ancient Gamer, thanks for dropping by. I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow, man. And that I'll see you on Monday for more XCOM 2 when we try to get you killed again, right? Yeah, I'll definitely see you there. So yeah, those of you watching this in the future on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below how you think this little playthrough went. Shorter video by about a half hour. Just wanted to cut the stream short since it is a Saturday, and I figure everybody has more important things to do than to watch my boring ass streams this afternoon. So it's all good. I'll be back on Monday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time with another 4-hour XCOM 2 stream. Really looking forward to it because I'm having a blast playing that game. And I think we're actually getting close to the end game in XCOM 2, where our victory or defeat will be on the line and a few choice missions. But yeah, if you want to stay up to date on my Stellaris Console Edition content or my other live stream content that I mentioned, for example, like I said several times now, I am playing through XCOM 2. Hit that red subscribe button and click the bell icon so you're notified whenever a new video goes public. And don't forget to check out the links provided in the description below. You'll find one for the official Stellaris Discord, where you can become part of the greater Stellaris community. And there's also links to my own personal stuff, such as my Twitch channel, my Twitter feed, and my own Discord for fans of my content to really join. That's it for me. I'm going to go grab a snack and then take a quiet Saturday evening. So I'll see you guys again on Monday. This is Mobius signing off. Take care.